So, I just had a moment and I kind of wanted to just share it with you. Maybe you can find some value in it. But nonetheless, I just wanted to share in the moment I just had. I was getting ready to go. Getting ready to leave the house. And before I get ready to leave, there was so many things that I felt like I had to do in order to get out of the house. So I had to, get my client list ready. I had to figure out where I was gonna go today, as far as like work, because I'm self-employed. I had to figure out where I was gonna go today. And on top of that, I had to find a place with a printer, like a library, and I had to go take the trash, which is like 27 minutes away, because I don't want it to sit in the garage. And I had to find change so I can go to the library to print off the client's papers that I needed. And I'm saying all this to draw you a picture, because in the midst of me doing all this, right, I had a moment. And it just hit me out of nowhere. And I just stopped. Like, my mind was still going, but my body just stopped. It wasn't like a physical condition or anything like that, no medical condition or nothing like that. But I just had a moment where I just paused. And I sat down for a moment, because I was like, something told me, like, yo, you're doing too much. Right? You're doing too much. And it hit me when I was looking at my goals. I have a board. I have a board in this loft area that I use as an office. And it's a board, and it has like all of my goals, all of the things that I'm striving to accomplish in this month. And when I was looking at all of them, I was like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm trying to do it all. Because I want to be successful. I want to achieve. I want to be great, right? All of these things. But I had a moment, and that moment just sat me down, and it was just like, yo, you just need to chill out and just breathe. Like really, you just need to breathe. And this is that moment right here, where you just need to just breathe. Just take a step back and just breathe. And the reason I say this is because something else hit me. And the one thing I never want to say is like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I know I have a lot of things going on, but I never want to put myself in a position to where it's like, I don't know. I don't ever want to take the opportunity of knowing away, if that makes sense. Because most people introduce I don't know into the equation, and then they take away the opportunity of them figuring out a solution to their problems. So I didn't want to just sit down and say like, oh, I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I just didn't want to do that. So I wanted to find a solution, right, within my situation. I wanted to find a solution, because I take pride in being solution oriented. I've developed my mindset to be solution oriented, to find solutions in any situation. And sometimes situations can get the better of me. I'm honest. Sometimes situations can get the better of me. And I may not be able to find a solution then and there. And that's when I just take a moment and just pause and sit back and just reflect on everything, like how I'm doing now. I just wanted to just take a moment. And I thought that this would be a good opportunity to share as well, because a lot of us can show up on social media and we can show up as if we have everything figured out, we have it all together, and we're just flowing. But there be days where it's like, but there just be days like that. There just be certain days where, you know, you're not inspired, or there just be certain days where you may not feel like getting out of bed, or there may be certain days where you may not be clear on what direction you want to go to, on what direction you want to take. So, yeah. I think it all boils down to just taking a step back and breathing. Just breathe and make a decision. Just one. Just make one decision. It doesn't matter what that decision may be, but you just make a decision. And you roll with that decision that you make. And you make the best of it. And you see it through to the end. And once you've made that decision and you saw it through, then you make the next one. I know it can be overwhelming sometimes with all of the responsibilities and all of the pressures that weigh on us, especially us millennials, right? Because it's a weird space. It's like we're grown, but at the same time, we're still growing. We're grown, but at the same time, we're still growing. And it's like we need to have it all figured out. Or we need to have at least certain aspects figured out. And honestly, I can only speak for me, because I'm a millennial, right? I ain't got it figured out. And when I think I do, a new challenge presents itself. Then it's like, shit. Just when I got a grasp of something, now something else wants to show up. Just when I got the hang of this, now this wants to appear. But you know what? I take it as confirmation. I take it as confirmation letting me know that I'm going higher. I'm elevating higher. I'm going to new levels. And in each new level that you reach, there's going to be new challenges that you face. Things you've never had to face before. Things that life didn't necessarily prepare you for. But the preparation is in the challenge. The preparation is in what it is you go through. That's the preparation. And a lot of us miss that. I know I do. Sometimes it feels like, why me? But like I said before, I've developed my brain. I've developed my mindset. So I don't really ask myself, why me? Right? I ask, what is this trying to teach me? What is this showing me? How am I showing up today? How am I being introduced to myself today in this situation? Right? Because, and I have it on my board too, right? It's not so much a working on yourself, right? It's coming into a better understanding of who you are. So I always ask myself, how is each one of these challenges helping me to become better? Or how is each one of these challenges, I think I'm saying that right. How are they presenting themselves to me, and how are they showing me who I truly am? Does that make sense? Like, each of these challenges that I go through, I have to approach them in a different manner. in a manner that I may not have approached a situation like this before. Because at one point, I knew how to approach certain situations in my life. Boom, I got that figured out. But then I'm presented with new challenges. And now it's like, okay, how do I approach this? That's why self-development is so important. Because you need the tools to help you to approach all of the challenges that life is throwing at you right now. At all of us right now. That's why reading is so important. That's why developing a habit of just learning is so important. Because we're easily entertained. Easily entertained. And I think that's where the overwhelming comes from. Because we're so entertained by everything, right? And it's so much that entertains us, right? That whenever we have certain situations come up, we don't know how to handle them because we're not training our brains to handle those situations. We're not training ourselves to approach certain situations. And so they become overwhelming, right? We have these devices in our hands. We have all of this technology, and yet we don't really understand how to use it because it's so new. It's new. It's fairly new. It's in the infant stages, if we're being honest. The advancement of technology that we've seen in our lifetime, at least I can speak for me, it's still new. And we're still trying to figure it out. Because in some cases it's not being used in a proper way. And that can tie into the overwhelming. And that could tie into why we feel like we need to have so much figured out in such a short period of time. But I say all that because we need to take the time to just breathe. To just be in the present. Instead of worrying about what I gotta do next. Or what has to get done. Or this, that, and the fifth. It's not to say that you're not gonna do it. Or that it won't get done. But you just gotta take a moment to just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. But I thought this was a good moment to share. I thought this was a teachable moment. Thank you. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. I truly believe we do better when we grow together, so let's continue to grow with one another. And if you found this helpful, insightful, inspiring, in any way, shape, or form, be sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell to get notified whenever I publish another video. Turn your post notifications on to get notified. I already said that, right? Turn the notifications on whenever I post another video so it'll notify you. And leave a comment down below of gratitude, appreciation, and share this with somebody that may need it. And remember this. This is my last statement. Remember to breathe. And remember that the solution is in the situation. And the situation that you're in, it's not meant to break you. It's meant to build you. You have the choice. You have the freedom to choose. Whether you want your situation to make you, or whether you want your situation to break you. Choice is yours. But no matter what happens, you'll come out on the other end better, refined, more improved. But it's your choice. Thank you for listening. I'm Paula Zay Anthony. This has been another Paula Zay Talks. Until next time, peace.